You know that feeling when you drink your morning coffee in complete silence? Or when you watch the sunset and feel your shoulders finally relax? These moments cost nothing, yet they fill us with something money cannot buy. Some people have mastered the art of finding joy in these simple moments. Others chase expensive experiences, but still feel empty inside. What separates these two groups is not luck or circumstances, it is psychology. Today, we explore the science behind why some people genuinely enjoy simple things and why others struggle to find peace in anything at all. This matters because the answer might change how you see your entire life. The ancient Greeks had a concept called eudaimonia. It meant human flourishing through simple daily practices. Aristotle believed true happiness came from living virtuously in small actions, not from wealth or status or material possessions. Fast forward to modern times, and scientists finally have proof he was right. A 2018 study from the University of British Columbia examined over 7,000 participants. Researchers found that people who appreciated simple pleasures reported higher life satisfaction. They experienced less depression and anxiety than those chasing complex achievements. The study was published in the Journal of Positive Psychology. Dr. Elizabeth Dunn, who led the research, made a fascinating discovery. People who found joy in everyday moments had better stress regulation. Their cortisol levels remained stable throughout the day. Meanwhile, those constantly seeking bigger thrills showed elevated stress hormones. Think about your own life for a moment. When was the last time you felt truly content? Was it during an expensive vacation or a quiet moment at home? Most people discover their happiest memories involve simple experiences: a conversation with a friend, a walk in nature, the smell of fresh bread. These moments activate specific regions in our brain. The ventral striatum releases dopamine during simple pleasures. This is the same area that lights up during meditation. Neuroscientist Dr. Kent Burridge from the University of Michigan studied this phenomenon. His research, published in 2019, revealed something groundbreaking. The brain processes simple joys differently than complex rewards. Simple joys activate sustained neural patterns. Complex achievements create brief spikes followed by rapid decline. This explains why buying a new car feels amazing for 2 weeks. Then you adapt and the joy disappears completely. But enjoying your garden can bring satisfaction for years. The Japanese practice this wisdom through a concept called ichigo ichie. It means treasuring each moment because it will never come again. This philosophy teaches people to find depth in simplicity. A tea ceremony becomes a meditation. Arranging flowers becomes an art form. Walking becomes a spiritual practice. Modern psychology calls this mindfulness, but the concept is ancient. Harvard University conducted an 85-year study on human happiness. It is one of the longest studies ever performed. The research began in 1938 and continues today. Director Robert Waldinger shared the findings in 2015. The people who aged most successfully had one thing in common: they valued simple social connections over material success. Those who enjoyed simple conversations lived longer, healthier lives. They had sharper memories in old age. Their relationships brought them consistent joy over decades. Meanwhile, those who chased status and wealth often ended up isolated. But why do some people naturally enjoy simple things while others cannot? The answer lies partly in how our brains develop during childhood. Dr. Laurie Santos teaches psychology at Yale University. Her course on happiness became the most popular class in Yale history. She explains that our capacity for simple joy is learned early. Children who are encouraged to notice small wonders develop this ability. Those raised to always want more struggle with contentment later. This is not about rich or poor families, it's about what we teach children to value. A 2020 study from Stanford University examined 1,200 families over 10 years. Researchers found that children praised for appreciating what they had became happier adults. Those constantly rewarded with material gifts showed higher anxiety levels. The study appeared in Developmental Psychology Journal. Lead researcher Dr. Carol Dweck noted something important. Gratitude for simple things is a skill that can be developed. It is never too late to retrain your brain. Even people who spent decades chasing more can learn to enjoy less. The Scandinavian countries understand this deeply. Denmark consistently ranks as one of the happiest nations on Earth. Their concept of hygge celebrates simple, cozy moments. Lighting candles, sharing meals with loved ones, reading a book under a warm blanket. These practices are not just cultural traditions, they are deliberate choices that shape national well-being. The World Happiness Report from 2023 analyzed why Nordic countries rank so high. Researchers found that their populations actively cultivate appreciation for ordinary moments. They spend less on luxury goods than Americans, yet they report significantly higher life satisfaction. This is the paradox that confuses many people. How can having less lead to feeling more? The answer comes from psychology research on hedonic adaptation. This is our tendency to return to baseline happiness after any change. Win the lottery, and within months you feel normal again. Lose your job, and eventually you adapt to that too. Dr. Sonia Liumirsky studied this extensively. Her 2005 research showed that circumstances account for only 10% of happiness. 50% comes from genetics, but 40% comes from intentional activities and mindset. This 40% is where simple pleasures make their impact. People who train themselves to notice and savor small moments access this 40%. They actively choose to find joy in what is already present. The Stoic philosophers of ancient Rome knew this truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote that happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts, not on external circumstances or possessions. Epictetus taught that freedom comes from wanting what you already have. These were not just philosophical ideas. Modern neuroscience confirms they were describing real brain processes. When you deliberately appreciate something simple, your brain changes physically. The prefrontal cortex strengthens its connections to emotional centers. This was demonstrated in a 2017 study from the University of Wisconsin. Participants who practiced gratitude for 8 weeks showed measurable brain changes. Their amygdala became less reactive to stress. Their anterior cingulate cortex showed increased activity during rest. These changes meant they felt calmer and more content in daily life. But there is a dark side we must address honestly. Some people struggle to enjoy simple things due to mental health conditions. Depression can strip away the ability to feel pleasure from anything. This condition is called anhedonia. It is not a choice or a character flaw. It is a medical condition that requires professional treatment. If you cannot feel joy in activities you once loved, please seek help. Therapy and sometimes medication can restore this capacity. The National Institute of Mental Health reports that anhedonia affects millions, but it is treatable with proper support. For those without clinical depression, the path to simple joy is more accessible. It begins with attention. Most people move through life on autopilot. They eat without tasting. They walk without seeing. They talk without truly listening. Breaking this pattern requires conscious effort. Dr. John Kabat-Zinn pioneered mindfulness-based stress reduction in the 1970s. His program taught people to pay full attention to simple experiences. Eating a single raisin could become a profound experience. Thousands of studies have since validated his approach. The University of Massachusetts Medical School published findings in 2016. Participants who practiced mindful attention to simple activities reported major improvements. Their stress levels dropped by an average of 30%. Their sleep quality improved significantly. They felt more satisfied with life overall. The practice did not require hours of meditation, just 15 minutes daily of focused attention on ordinary activities. This brings us to a crucial point about modern life. We are surrounded by more stimulation than ever before in human history. Social media shows us endless highlight reels of extraordinary experiences. Advertising constantly tells us we need more to be happy. Our brains are not designed for this level of comparison. A 2021 study from the American Psychological Association examined social media use. Heavy users showed significantly lower ability to enjoy simple pleasures. They needed increasingly intense experiences to feel satisfied. Light users maintained better capacity for everyday joy. The researchers called this phenomenon experience inflation. Just like monetary inflation devalues currency, experience inflation devalues ordinary moments. When you see exotic vacations daily on Instagram, your local park seems boring. When you see luxury meals constantly, your home cooking feels inadequate. This is not progress. It is a trap that steals your capacity for contentment. The solution is not to abandon technology completely. It is to be intentional about what you consume. Ancient Buddhist teachings spoke of the middle way, not extreme asceticism, but not endless indulgence either, finding balance between appreciation and aspiration. This wisdom applies perfectly to our modern challenge. You can enjoy simple things while still having goals. You can appreciate what is while working toward what could be. These are not contradictory positions. They are complementary practices. Research from the University of Pennsylvania in 2019 confirmed this conclusion. People who savored simple daily pleasures actually achieved more ambitious goals. Their baseline contentment gave them stable energy for challenges. Those constantly dissatisfied with the present struggled with persistence. So, what does all this mean for your life right now? It means you have a choice in this exact moment. You can continue seeking happiness in the next purchase or achievement, or you can start noticing the small gifts already surrounding you. The warmth of sunlight through your window, the comfort of a chair supporting your body, the miracle that your heart beats without you thinking about it. These are not small things when you really pay attention. They are extraordinary when you break them down. Your existence itself is statistically improbable and cosmically remarkable, yet you might spend today wishing you had a bigger house. The irony would be funny if it was not so tragic. Dr. Daniel Gilbert from Harvard wrote a book called Stumbling on Happiness. His research revealed that people are terrible at predicting what will make them happy. We think we need dramatic changes when subtle shifts in attention work better. The people who enjoy simple things have figured this out. They have not given up on life. They have not settled for mediocrity. They have simply learned where real satisfaction actually comes from. And science keeps proving they are right. Study after study shows the same pattern. Simple pleasures provide more sustainable happiness than complex achievements. Social connections matter more than social status. Presence matters more than possessions. This is not opinion. This is data collected from millions of people over decades. The question is whether you will believe the evidence, or whether you will keep telling yourself that happiness is just one more purchase away, one more promotion away, one more achievement away. That story never ends. There is always one more thing. The alternative is to stop right now and notice something simple: the temperature of the air on your skin, the colors visible from where you sit, the fact that you are alive and aware in this moment. That is the doorway to the psychology of simple joy. It is open to you right now, not someday when conditions are perfect, not after you achieve your goals.
right now, in this ordinary, magnificent moment. The choice has always been yours, and it always will be.